Hey y'all, welcome back to It's Told by Ray. I am your girl Ray, and this is my YouTube channel, big period. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Also, do not forget to turn on your post notifications so that you can be notified every single time I post. You want to be notified so that you can be a part of the Ray fam, aka the just family YouTube land, and that's just on your mama, your daddy, your bald headed granny, your grandpa, your auntie, all of them folk. It's on all of them, period. Please do not forget to also follow me on my social media. My Instagram and my Twitter will be linked down below in the description box for your convenience, sis, because a bad bitch always leaves links. Always. It never fails. If she don't leave links, she not a bad bitch, okay? While y'all down there in the description box following the socials, please do not forget to follow me on my Twitch as well as my Patreon, where I post all my unedited reaction videos and things of that nature. Today's video, as you can see by the title and by my thumbnail, today we are going to be doing my subscribers rank their favorite and least favorite Degrassi males. I put up a poll a couple days ago and I had you guys vote on your list of the top 10 males and then your list of your least favorite males, top 10. So that's what we're going to get into today. You'll find in the description box of this video that I will now have the female version of this poll available. So please, please, please click the first link in the bio to vote on the polls for your favorite and least favorite females. You just do the same thing you did last time. You pick your top 10 for the favorite females, and then you scroll down and you pick your least favorite female top 10. And yeah, you'll get a video just like this next week. Let's get right into today's video, period. Okay, so the way that this video is going to work is I'm going to tell y'all, we're going to do the favorites first, and I'm going to start from 10 and work my way all the way up to the number one boy, and I'm going to tell y'all if I agree or disagree with, the list at the end and how everything turned out, period. So let's start with y'all number 10 favorite Degrassi male is Mike Dallas slash Sad Bendare, both with 4 votes. I like Dallas. Dallas is in my personal top 10. He's just, I don't know, he's just great. I like the way he treated Allie. I liked his storyline with Cam. I liked the storyline with Leo and how he beat that man up for Allie. Like, well, he didn't beat it. He didn't beat him up, but he roughed him up for Allie and told him that he was going to listen to what she had to say, and period. So yeah, Dallas was a overall good character to me. He was just real chill, real cool. Would I have put him at 10? mm, I probably would have put Dallas at like 6 on my list, but this is y'all list, so I'm not judging. Next up, we have, well, also at number 10, we have Sav. Now, the reason that Dallas and Sav are sharing the top 10, the number 10 spot, is because they both had the same amount of votes. So I put them both there to be fair because I didn't want to choose one. Sav is not in my top 10 at all, but I don't necessarily find anything wrong with Sav. I just kind of think he was a boring character. Like, he didn't really give me what it should have gave every time. His storylines were kind of like boring or centered around Allie and Anya, which I don't really care for Anya, so Sav by nature lost out. I will say the one thing that I did like about Sav, the period of time where he was with Holly J, it was lit. That season 10, it was lit. Okay. After that, I feel like they kind of didn't know what to do with him, so it fell off. It just was like, whatever. It was cool. Number 9 spot with 5 votes, we have Cam Saunders. I see why Cam is here. Even though Cam did have a really powerful storyline, I can't necessarily put him at on my top 10 favorites list because he wasn't really a favorite. It's just his storyline was just, it was needed. It was something that Degrassi hadn't really shown before in the next generation. So it was something that I feel like we needed to see. However, Cam really wasn't that great to me. I don't know. I don't know why, but Cam never really it just never really did it for me, Cam. But that is y'all number 9, so I'm not mad at it, but Cam is just not in my top 10. In the number 8 spot, we have Mr. Adam Torres with 6 votes. I loved Adam. Adam is on my personal top 10. I don't remember where he's at, but he is on my personal top 10. And I don't know, something about him. He was just an overall sweet guy. Like, he was one of the bros. He was chilling. He could pull a baddie, okay? He was just a whole vibe. Like, wasn't there's really nothing negative I could say about Adam. Um, yeah, there's really nothing negative I could say. So, yeah, he's y'all number 8. Number 7 is one that really threw me off. Um, I'm not really feeling it. However, y'all number 7 is Eli Goldsworthy and with 7 votes, and I don't know how to feel about that. You know how I feel about Eli. I've said it before in my past videos. I feel like Eli is the best male character to ever come out of Degrassi. So the fact that you guys have him at number 7, it never gave number 7. Eli had some of the best storylines, had some of the best fucking character development. He was top tier great. And y'all put him at number 7, and I'm hurt about it. I'm so hurt about it that I'm gonna stop talking about it. Okay? Moving on. At number 6, also with 7 votes, we have Mr. Sean Cameron. Um So like y'all got Eli at number 7, y'all got Sean at number 6. Like, what are we doing? Why is Sean at number 6? Sean, again, along with Eli, is one of them ones. Sean is definitely on my top 10. I think he's number 3 if I'm not mistaken. No, I'm not mistaken. He is definitely number 3. Overall, Sean, storyline wise, character development wise, everything about him is really a W for me. So like I I'm mad that he's at number 6, but also at least he made it to the list. So you guys have also at number 5 with 8 votes. You guys are toxic. You have Mr. Craig Manning. Now, I feel like honestly, guys, this is a toxic vote. Craig getting the number 5 spot is a real toxic vote. And those who voted for Craig, you're real toxic because this is an unpopular opinion. I feel like personally, Craig should low key be on like the least favorite side. He almost had no redeeming qualities. Like it almost gave like he wasn't really doing his relationships was always shit. He treated girls like shit. Treated Manny, Ashley, and Ellie, all 3, like shit. And we still love him for. Now, I'm not saying that I don't love Craig because me personally, when I voted on the poll, I personally put Craig as a favorite, but that's because I'm toxic. And I just thought that you guys would be better than me. Craig being at number 8 just kind of feels like it's like the toxicity is overflowing and it's not giving what it should. It is not giving what it should. Moving on. At number 4, we have Mr. Marco Del Rossi with 9 votes, and I'm not mad at this one. I feel like Marco, I don't think he's in my personal top 10, but he doesn't like a Marco vote doesn't bother me. I just have some gripes with his character. Like I hate that they made his character so boy crazy. I hate that like him being the first gay male character. I hate that they had the Dylan relationship drag so long for his character and made everything Marco did seem like it had something to do with Dylan, if that makes sense. Like I hated how Marco was mostly his relationship and it kind of pissed me off. He did get some one-off storylines here and there, like after him and Dylan broke up, but like as far as like the beginning, his storyline was essentially just being the gay character on the show. And that's what it was. Moving on. At number 3, you have Mr. Spinner Mason with 10 votes. And actually, I'm not mad at a Spinner at number three. My personal list, Spinner is at number two. Spinner is honestly one of my favorite male characters, right under Eli. Um, I feel like Spinner had the most character development. Spinner like has some great storylines. He also had some of the best relationships on the show, I feel like. Um yeah, all I can really say about Spinner is I feel like he gets a lot of hate for shit that happened, in the earlier seasons, aka the Pow Pow, the Rick, and that situation. But I feel like also he was young and people do learn from their mistakes, and we shouldn't give Spinner as much slack, or not even we, because I don't. People shouldn't give Spinner as much slack as they do, because he is a really, really good character overall. Character development was on 100,000 with that one. At the number two spot, number two, also with 10 votes, we have Mr. J.T. York. Now, let's talk about how I feel about JT. Past me would have looked at a JT at number two most favorite and been like, I see it, I understand it, and I feel it. Me now, who has grown and has kind of watched back Degrassi's somewhat, like who has kind of like watched recently and really been able to take in the characters for what they were. JT was low key toxic as fuck, y'all. Really toxic. And before y'all get the commenting down below with y'all little with y'all little social media fingers, pause and think about what I'm saying. What is a redeeming quality JT had? He was funny. I know a lot of funny assholes. The way that we glorify the not we, y'all. The way that the Liberty JT relationship is glorified is wild as shit. Sis chased him for 4 seasons. 4 seasons. And he said some of the most fucked up shit to her about like fucked up shit to her over them 4 seasons. And then when he realized that, oh, he couldn't get nobody else, who did he settle for, Liberty? That's who he settled for. They could have gave Miss Van Zant somebody else. And I stand on that proudly. They really could have given her somebody else. They made her look really weak by having her chase after JT. Yeah, it was a crush. Yeah, they was kids, but this man JT pretended to be gay. That's how bad he did not like Liberty. And then they get together and we glorify the relationship. Like, well, y'all glorify the relationship, huh? He was a real asshole. That man was trying to drop Toby, even though I don't like Toby now. We know how I feel about Toby. That man was trying to drop Toby at every point. Showed that he was not a friend to that man, and we still glorify JT. Like, what is it? What is it giving? It never gave top two. When you go back and really think about it, I want y'all to comment down below and tell me the most redeeming quality of JT York. And then when you tell me the redeeming quality, I also want you to comment some of the negative things that JT has done. And I want y'all to tell me if he still deserves to be a top two, if anything. Okay? Period. Now, y'all number one spot kind of really, well, it shocked me, but then at the same time, it really didn't, because I get a lot of comments about this one. I get a lot of people saying like certain things about this character, and a lot of people comment about him, and I'm not surprised, but at the same time, number one is at the number one spot, we have Jimmy Brooks with 17 votes. He had the most votes out of everybody on the list. And honestly, y'all, I'm not mad at a Jimmy number one. I don't think Jimmy was in my top 10, but that's only because I don't feel like Jimmy really got his just due a storyline. You know, like I feel like some of the other characters, like Spinner or JT, even Craig, Sean, like Eli. I feel like some of those characters got more storylines than Jimmy did, but overall, I feel like Jimmy was probably one of the best characters. He didn't really have much flaws. Like he didn't really do anything that was crazy other than the whole Ellie and Hazel thing. That's kind of really the only like shitty shit that Jimmy did. Really nothing else that he did was shitty. He was an overall good boyfriend. He didn't really do anything that was like, off the wall or crazy. Maybe when he was, I feel like the one negative storyline we had was him and Ashley's clingy storyline in season one. But even then, that's not really a bad thing. He was clingy and his home life just wasn't shit. So of course, when your home life ain't shit, you want to spend all your time with people who love and care about you. So I mean, even that is not a bad thing. So yeah, Jimmy being at number one, I like that for y'all. It makes sense. If you did vote on the poll, I also want you guys to comment down below and tell me why you voted for who you voted for. If you didn't get a chance to vote on your poll, I want you to comment down below and tell me your top 10 favorite Degrassi males. I would like to know. We could talk, chit chat, catch a vibe, and do all that kind of thing. So, with that being said, we about to get into you guys' top 10 least favorite Degrassi males. I'm not surprised at this list. In fact, the list actually kind of makes sense. This one is one I kind of agree with what you guys got going on here. So what we about to do is get right into the list. At number 10 with 4 votes, we have Jay Hogarth. Now it's been said before that I like Jay. I like Jay a lot, but my reasoning for liking Jay is very biased. I like Jay because of Manny, because of them whole last, what is it, like 2 seasons where him and Manny are together was my shit. I fucked with it. It was a vibe. Them two together is a whole fucking vibe, okay? It's a whole fucking vibe. So that's why I like Jay, but I can never validate putting Jay on my top 10 favorites because Jay, other than that, he has no other redeeming quality. Jay is kind of a dickhead. Like Jay never did anything good or like anything remotely good. I guess the only thing he really did good was like pick Manny to be his girl. That's it. That's kind of that's kind of it. Um and that's all I have to say about poor Jay. And at least, you know what I'm saying? I kind of expected him to be much, much higher on the list than he was. So you guys didn't do him as dirty as I thought y'all would. So I'm not mad at it. I'm actually kind of okay with this. Okay. At number 9, we have one I really don't like. With 5 votes, we have Damian Hayes. Um, I never understood why Damian was able to holler at Liberty, Emma, and Manny. Something about that never sat right with my spirit. He was only on the show for a season, and in that season, I decided that I didn't like him. So, but because he was such an irrelevant character, one season, it wasn't really anything too crazy. I'm gonna respectfully move on from him. Next up, we have Bruce the Moose, and with 6 votes, and I feel like he was a part of the whole Lakehurst thing when they was going back and forth. Maybe I might be mistaken, but I feel like he might have been there for that. But other than that, I really don't remember anything about his character. I do know that he was a bully though, so I guess we could put him at number 8 with 6 votes and call it a day with that. At number 7 with 7 votes, we have Luke Baker. He essayed or ate Zoe. So respectfully, you should be there. I would have actually looked at y'all a little crazy if he wasn't on the list. At number 6 with 7 votes, also we have Miles Hollingsworth. Now, okay. Miles is one of those who is like he had some bad shit that he did, yeah. But also I feel like you could blame a lot of it on his mental state and his upbringing. His dad kind of was ain't shit, and his mom didn't care to correct his dad ain't shit ways. So you get a nigga like Miles. That's what happens when ain't shit isn't corrected. Um, Miles at number six. I'm not mad at it. Miles is not on my least favorite, but you know, I'm not mad at Miles being there. It's whatever. Like it's whatever. At number five, we have one that I wholeheartedly agree with. One that should kind of probably be at number two on the list if you ask me. But we have Peter Stone with 8 votes. And I could spend the whole rest of this video talking about how much I hate Peter, but I won't. I'll just say that Peter really didn't have any redeeming qualities. Anybody who says that Peter had redeeming qualities, you're a liar. A liar. Anybody who thinks that like Peter was good in any way, you're a liar. I knew that I did not like Peter from the very moment that he released the video of Manny. That's when I decided that I don't really like you. So, and then he never really did anything after that that made me feel like, oh well, maybe I should give him the benefit of the doubt or a chance. No, did meth. Like, it really wasn't anything interesting that he did. So, yeah, don't like him. Moving on. At number four, we have one that I don't really know much about, like other than that he was like the weird kid. We have Hunter Hollingsworth with 8 votes. Like I said, I know that he's Miles' little brother, but like I only really watched the next class one time, so I couldn't really tell you like anything specific about Hunter, and that's mostly where he is located. Y'all say he number four. I agree. Shit, if that's what y'all telling me. Y'all voted for him. I agree with you. But what is one to do? At number three, we have one that I'm actually glad that you guys put on here. Dylan Michael Chuck, we have him with 9 votes, and I wholeheartedly agree that he deserves to be on this list. He was toxic. He never did anything remotely good for Marco. Like he was just a dickhead. So him being at number three, I'm not mad at. I'm not complaining about it. I'm actually really happy that you guys realized that Dylan was toxic too. Like I'm glad that I'm not the only one who has peeped that, who saw that. And I'm sad that Dylan was what it was for Marco. It never gave. It never gave that Dylan was the end all be all. So sorry about it. At the number two spot with 10 votes, we have Derek with 10 votes. He was like Danny's little sidekick, and personally, I think he was like the devil reincarnate. He was just evil, 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 evil person. For what reason? Why? Like I don't know, but he just was, and he never sat right with my spirit. And I'm gonna move on from Derek because I really don't have anything to say because other than being Danny's sidekick and being the devil reincarnate, he was really like irrelevant. So moving on, at the number one spot, we have one that did not really shock me. Honestly, I expected him to be at the number one spot. I expected you guys to vote him there and put him there. And we have Rick Murray, who did the pew pew in Degrassi, with 14 votes. And yeah, I I wholeheartedly agree that he is where he deserves to be. He did the abuse with Terry. He did the pew pew in the school. Like, what more could he do? You know, what what more could he do? Now, what I do say about Rick every time that he is brought up, I do say I feel like a lot of what happened should be placed on his parents and the adults in the school. Rick should not have been allowed to come back to Degrassi. His parents should have known that he would be bullied, especially when the girl's friends still go to the school. Like they should have just known that that wasn't a good thing. When he went to the principal and reported his bullying, still nobody did anything. Like I just wish that He's one of them that I wish that people would have saw the signs and paid attention. And because nobody paid attention, we got the pew pew at the school. So that that's what that is, and that's how I feel about the Rick situation. Um, so yeah, with that being said, again, like I said, for the top 10 favorite, please, if you did not get to vote on a poll, comment down below and tell me your top 10 least favorite Degrassi males. I would like to know. We're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna be in the comments, responding back, chit chatting with you guys about it. And yeah, guys, that's kind of the video. You guys ranked your favorite and least favorite Degrassi males, and your list was kind of solid. I'm not gonna lie. It was solid. Your top 10 was a little shaky. That Eli at number 7, I don't know about it. I, I don't know about that one. However, the rest of the list, it kind of did give what it should have gave. Yeah, y'all, with that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. Please do not forget to vote on the poll for the females at in the link in the description box so that I can do that video for you guys next week. It'll probably be posted the same day that this one is posted, the following next week. So that'll give you guys a whole week to vote on the poll. I want to see more than 19 votes on the poll. It's no reason why 75 of you viewed my video and only 19 of y'all voted on the poll. It never gave what it should have. I want to see at least 50 votes on the next poll. That's the least I'm asking for. If you guys could get me 50 votes on that poll, um, I don't know. I'll do something special for just my Degrassi fans if y'all can get me to at least 50 votes on the poll. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on my social media. Don't forget to go to my Twitch. Don't forget to check out my Patreon. And yeah, with that being said, I'll see y'all girlies in the next one. Bye.